Alright, welcome back everyone, Zaf here. Due to popular demand, everyone's asking me to make an updated tier list for the KANAE update, so here it is. We actually have a lot of changes. As you can see, we have some very important units that I do have to rank. I already put our baseline units in here just to save time, because these unit spots haven't really changed. Emma has moved up just a little bit, a bit down, but let's cover everything you know when it comes to the best units right now. Is KANAE an SS Hunter or a Z tier Hunter? Very important, that way you know whether or not to summon for her in this update. Now, as a disclaimer, I do want to mention when it comes to tier lists, these are just my opinions and my opinions alone. Your opinions may differ, so in the comments, if you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know as well. I think this will be a fairly reflective tier list right now as of the update, where each hunter will rank, but we'll cover it. Let me know your thoughts. I love to see them in the comment section all the time. But really quick, make sure if you haven't yet to support us for free, the link is down below. That way, I can send you a bunch of free codes. Yes, a lot of codes are headed your way if you support us. A few hours of supporting, you press this button here, the My page on the website. Then you scroll down, my name should come up here. You keep going down and then all the way down here, the brand new codes we sent. Right now we have 1000 essence, 500 essence, we have mana power extracts, we have so many goodies, so make sure you support that way you don't miss out. But I do want to mention, if you're a supporter, make sure to join our Discord server. We have giveaways on there for supporters for $100 each. You don't want to miss out. That way you can enter for free, so don't miss out on that. And a big shout out to Blackbeard. We have XCLA, we have Super Jeffrey, and also Pro Man. 3D first commenters, last few videos. Here are your shouts, and of course, enjoy those juicy, exclusive Discord rules. Now, let's jump back into the tier list. Very important. You want to know which units are good, and I'm here to answer that question for you. Thomas Andre, as of this update, is actually way more viable. Surprisingly, yes, he's a much more capable hunter based on the brand new Guild Boss mode. He is much stronger in that mode, although SOOHYUN though did kind of fall off in this brand new mode because the Ant Queen, the brand new Guild Boss, does not have too much offense. That means SOOHYUN's damage is kind of reduced. Her usefulness has dropped. She is now, to me, an SS tier hunter, just because when it comes to our Z tier hunters, we have to use them everywhere, and because of that, SOOHYUN, she isn't technically used everywhere in the game right now. You can use her based on her kill shot move, one of her basic skills that deals elemental type weakness damage to every single target, regardless of their weaknesses, so she's still very capable. If she gets a brand new mode where she is excel in, or a new Guild Boss comes out that does have a lot of defense, she moves right back up. Do note, she's still very good. The top R SS tier and Z tier are very similar. Again, it's just my opinion. But when it comes to other units like ESIL and GINA, you have to note all these units, including SOOHYUN, they're only good in pairs. So you need ESIL, you need GINA, you need SOOHYUN all on the same team for them to excel. That means ESIL alone, she's honestly probably just an S tier hunter, but on a team for other fire units, she's an SS tier hunter, absolutely amazing. Same with GINA, alone she's really just an S tier hunter, all the way down here, but on a team for other fire units, I would say she comes probably around this spot here. In our SS tier for sure, but the placement is up to you. I would say ALICIA is still better because she's a global support unit, but I would say GINA, honestly, as support, she is right up here, a very good unit. But what about ALICIA and Yunho? Honestly, these two units, I classify them as war potential, quote unquote. They're war potentials because they're only good in game modes where their typing does come into play. But right now when it comes to Silvermane and ALICIA, they just don't have a single game mode to make them excel. If they had a game mode, they would be probably in our SS or Z tier. If they had hunters above them in those game modes, they would be much higher. But right now when it comes to ALICIA, although she's very good, please note, she's in our S tier. Same thing with Silvermane. He is a very capable hunter, but we just don't use him. He does not have dedicated sports. He does not have a game mode where he can jump in and just slash the targets, melt them down with his crazy claws. No, unfortunately, he does not have a game mode for that, so he is in our S tier. I know a lot of you don't like that, but that's my opinion. Let me know if you disagree. But what about KANAE? Where does she land off in our Z tier, SS tier, S tier? That's a good question. So, where is KANAE good right now? She's amazing in the Guild Boss battle, but also in hard mode Deimos, she excels. Yes, the hardest mode in game right now is where she's amazing. And so what does that mean? How about Thomas Andre? Well, Thomas Andre, he's very good in normal mode, but when it comes to the hard mode, honestly, we struggle a lot. You can beat it using Thomas Andre, but it's not going to be a fun time. With KANAE, I kind of jumped in, slashed the target a few times in. It was easy pickings, even easier than SOOHYUN. So right now, when it comes to KANAE, she does also rank ahead of our national level hunter in the guild boss and in the hard mode demos, but I would say don't threat. Thomas Andre, as the devs have stated, will have his own game mode soon, or will have a game mode where he can excel, so do not stress about it. He will be good. Patience is key. As you saw with SOOHYUN, after 7 months she became an SS and Z tier hunter based on our last tier list, so don't threat. Units can move up and down, but I would say units that can honestly move up and down right now would be CHOI, just based on the fact that the guild boss has lost some defense, where CHOI was on our team always because of that. But right now we're not really using CHOI. We don't need defense reduction, so that's interesting. He can fall off just a little bit, but he's still very good. He's a great hunter. We have Emma. Based on the brand new guild boss, she can move up to S tier because she might be useful. We need multiple breakers when it comes to brand new guild boss and queen. If you don't break, you lose out on damage, and we need multiple breakers, and we have a lot of brand new fire units that deal tons of damage, so maybe she'll be viable. We'll see about that. Lee, Bora, Min, and Maylin, all fantastic units. Min has moved up. He's just so good right now. He's just always going to be good. Such good unit. AKARI is a bit lower, and Harper. Harper's usage has been limited. There's not too many dark modes, so I did move her down. We have Handsome 2, she moved up just a bit. We're using her quite often. And AKARI, the only reason why she's so low for me is because she's not a hunter I recommend summoning for. If you summon for Min, you can basically replace her in a sense. You do lose out on a marginal amount of damage on both jinwoo and your light hunters, but still, she's clunky. She's not worth the dedicated summons. You can get a global support, whereas AKARI, she is stuck. Yes, stuck in the light team where she can't really excel. Jinwoo though, at the A5 mark, she does get a fantastic sword skill, but again, A5, whereas Min at A1 is already very good. It's kind of up to you. She's more of a very, very, very late game whale hunter. You do not need her, trust me. But when it comes to other hunters, maybe MIREI can move up later on, just depending on how good she is in the recent guild boss. But right now, she's still in this spot. She will always have this spot here, just because she's so good. And with the brand new workshop mode coming out, that might be weak to win. And GOTO as well, also potentially being a win unit. We might see MIREI honestly coming in clutch. Being a hunter we finally start using yet again. Obviously for Baron, she's amazing. Same as Charlotte, but they're just units that are not being used in the late game. This tier list does reflect basically the late game content. It does show you which units are the best, because that's what we care about when you look at tier lists. We're not doing a mid-game, early game tier list, otherwise everything would change. This is a definitive late game best unit tier list, so you can understand which units are good. And for our SR hunters, they're just all trash. Nam is good though for breaks. Honestly, I would rather use Nam than some for Jinwoo. Jinwoo has fallen off so much, he's basically useless. Dongpu, same thing, useless. Lim, I mean, when are you going to use them, right? Anna did lose some usefulness because she's not being used in the guild boss now, but she's still good for power destruction unless they change it up. Then we're cooked, but it should be okay. We have he's alright, Wu is alright, good breaker, but he's missing a lot of buffs, which I do think GOTO will replace. I think GOTO will be a breaker, he'll be a buffer like Gogenhee, based on what we've seen for the leaks. The leaks have stated Go will be a tank, even though he couldn't tank a hit from Biru, kind of weird, but that's a tier list. Again, if you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Right now, KANAE is seriously a top tier unit, one of the best in the game. Guild boss, workshop, and mobbing in general, she is very, very capable. Just like Thomas Andre, although he's not as good as her in terms of the workshop and guild boss, he's still very good, our top tier unit. So depending what you're looking at, SOOHYUN can come up here if you're looking at the old guild boss and the workshop when it comes to normal mode. But when it comes to hard mode, yeah, she's an S tier hunter. Same with the guild boss, she has fallen off just a tiny bit, still very viable. So on that note, I do hope you enjoyed. Make sure if you haven't support us for free, yes, free codes coming your way, press the button here, and in the comments let me know if you agree, if you disagree. Very curious what your thoughts are. But on that note, this is your Code King Zaf, signing out.